Hey y'all, this is Crystal from Triple C Creations Crafting here in North Georgia, and coming to you with another scrap buster. Did another one, and I'll link it in the comments, another video of taking your scraps and turning them into flags. Like I said, that's something in my video, if you watch it, that you can sit in front of the TV and cut them, and then just kind of coordinate them together. It doesn't have to be the same card pack because I don't stick to one card pack and I don't keep my scraps organized that way. But here's just a couple of the cards that we made doing that. Even had the idea of adding one of the little flags to the envelope. So there's another idea. All right, so those are using flags. So most of these are, actually probably all of them are, they're prints. They're not just solid. So what do we do with those solid scraps? And you may not have a lot of these, but I do tend to have some, just basic colors. And what I like to do with these is I like to use them as birthday candles. So I've taken just a piece of white cardstock. I've run it through my embossing machine. This is a happy birthday embossing folder. This was kind of one of those things, if you've watched my other videos, I like to get things that I can use, that I would use a lot, have a lot of purpose. So happy birthday. Not only do I have a nice background, but I don't even have to add a sentiment if I don't want to. So I've run this through the embossing folder. And then I actually, you see this red on the end, since I'm putting white on white, I didn't want to make it thicker by putting another piece of cardstock underneath. And I just took, actually there's no ink, no like ink pads involved. I used a Sharpie, so I just ran a Sharpie around the edge just to give it a little pop of color. So I'm going to I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down. Now I could still add a sentiment to this if I wanted to. And this is just white cardstock. This is a really fast card. Can be very generic too. So a good one to have on hand. And I'm doing kind of a basic primary colors here. So, all right, so then I've got some of my scraps, and I just picked 3 basic colors. I did red around the edge, and I'm gonna do blue, orange, or sorry, blue, green, and red. I could add yellow if I wanted to. Kind of sticking with basic colors here, just so that it is something that I can easily reuse or easily give to somebody. It's not very specific. And I'm just gonna make some birthday candles right here. So let's go ahead and trim some of this off. I'm not worried about them being exactly the same, but kind of keep them close to the same. So I'm gonna glue those down, and I'll trim off the edge at the end or the bottom. You could do these straight up and down. I want to kind of go at an angle. I'm gonna put the red in the middle since that's what my border is. Might get glue on my mat, but that's okay. It'll come off. All right, so there's that. Let's go ahead and trim these off. That bothers me. Yep, got way too much glue on that red. All right. And then I have a punch that makes these little swirls. And I tried to find the punch, and I actually am afraid I got rid of it. I hope not. But it just cuts these little things, and they're really not, I'm not using them for what they're made for. I think they were like a yin and yang kind of symbol. Look at that. But they also work good as birthday candles. So, and that's actually why I cut a bunch of these out of gold. Now I do want to add just a little mark for a wick. So let me find a good black pen. And I'm just going to add a little wick here, and my candle's going to go over it, so I don't have to worry about it being a certain length. I want it to be wide enough, kind of go over that, make it a little bit thicker. And I could even pop these up. That's cute too, but I'm kind of thinking fast. I have made the flames using my Cricut too, or sorry, my Silhouette. I don't have a Cricut, I have a Silhouette. Doing a bunch on a little piece of paper and just cutting them all a bunch out at once. This is something I try to have on hand. There we go. And that is finished. Now I could add a sentiment like I said, but since my embossed background says happy birthday, I don't have to do anything else. So that card is ready. If you wanted to do something else though, you could add a sentiment. You could even, you could do something to your candles, give them some texture, even layer them up. So take another piece, either the same color or a contrasting color. That. So lots of different things you could do with this to add to it. Another good thing to do with your scraps to make easy happy birthday cards, quick happy birthday cards, would be balloons. Having a balloon punch or die cut, I think, is a good thing to have in your collection. So I hope you like this. If you like it, make sure you click on that button to like it and subscribe to my channel. Thanks.